entrance for the cow bridge. I will show you the cow soon when we enter the cow bridge.
They coming to do passport checks now, Fane, and I got no passport.
9 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over there, there's a cow statue. Ooh, that's a live cow. That's down. So this is a cow statue to honor this day. Bring 7 cows to Australia.
Alright, Fane, we're going over.
And the official name for the bridge is Reunification.
Morena whānau. Up bright and early this morning, heading to the DMZ, which is the border between South and North Korea. Apparently there's some sort of walk bridge that we go to halfway there and then go to this, I guess it's like a border. Don't know much about it, but I'll read up on it when I'm in the bus. Don't know how long it takes either. I've got to get there. It gives me 15 minutes to find my bus, to know where the hell I'm going. Yeah, so I'm just in the Uber, just heading there now. Oh, and breakfast. Because these are free at my hotel, along with breakfast, as you seen yesterday. But yeah, head there, see what it's like for you guys, and when I get there.
So I'm finally on the bus, Fane, to the DMZ, which is Demilitarization Zone. But bro, it's been a struggle this morning. First, I was supposed to get to a certain place at 7 o'clock, and the taxi driver, or the Uber driver, you know how you put in your address prior to, so you know where you're going. Anyway, the Uber driver, he couldn't speak a word of English, and he took me to this place that was the wrong place, and by the time he took off, I was like at least 15 minutes walk to where I needed to be. Luckily, they had my number on, you know, they had my phone number, so the original lady contacted me, the original tour guide lady contacted me and said, can I get there? I said, no, I can't. She said, do you have your physical passport? I said, no, I don't. I said, can I postpone it for another day? And she said, no, it's okay. I can sort out the having no passport. So ended up, so ended up having to catch another taxi to another bus stop, because she went and palmed me off to another tour guide who their bus was leaving a little bit later. So it was like, then I had to tell her that I had no passport. She said that's all good, and now we're on our way. So that was a bit of drama. I was expecting not to go, but now I am. I'm here. Thank you, Chloe. And yeah, now I'm here. I'm on my way. We're probably only like 45 minutes into the journey, but our tour guide Chloe, she's actually explained it quite well about this DMZ. She said that there's like, it's like 4 kilometers wide, the actual demilitarization zone. They're technically not supposed to have like weapons in that area.
At the first stop in about 20 minutes, so I'll let you know 5 minutes before we arrive. So now you can recharge yourself. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, and just prior to that, we're going to, on our way up, we're going to a like suspension bridge or something like that. But yeah, whānau, it's been a kind of funny morning, but usually that's me. Nothing ever goes smoothly for me, but that's all good. But anyway, back to that DMZ. She said there's there's 3 lines. There's one right in the centre of this DMZ, and then there's one 2 kilometres to the north, and then there's one 2 kilometres to the south. And she said that's the zone. It's like 4 kilometres wide, which is unreal, to be honest. And apparently we're crossing. And then there's like the civilian line that's like 5 kilometres away. But apparently we're crossing 2 lines. We're crossing that civilian line, then we go into the southern link line or something like that, and that's where we'll be. So we'll be in between the southern line and the actual middle of the that goes straight into North Korea. She said the war started in 1950 after the World War II, where North Korea tried to, because North and South Korea were basically split straight down the middle. Funny that. Don't know why you would do that, but that came about because of the war. And the Allies were the Americans for Southern Korea. And as soon as they gave up that, because Southern Korea wanted their independence, they ended up being invaded by North Korea. They took that advantage. Well, if the Americans are not helping South Korea, then we'll go in and try and invade it without success. But what happened is, out of the 30 million people that were citizens of Korea, 10 million of those were separated like families. So you imagine 1 in every 3 family members were separated, which is unreal to be honest. She also went on to say that North Koreans speak totally different to South Koreans. She also said that the food, because it's colder up in the north, they don't eat spicy food, so that's me. I'm keen on that one. What else did she say? There's a lot. She's probably going to speak a bit more about this DMZ a bit further along as we go. But right now, she said the tour goes ahead, but at any stage it could stop. And when we get our next stop is this suspension bridge stop for feed and a mimi too, so I need that as well. Like, just been rushing, eh? But yeah, whānau, we'll get back to you at this bridge. So whānau, you could see that thing that I just showed you. It's like Korean money, and apparently Chloe, our tour guide, reckons that being a dictatorship country, their Kim Jong-un's dad statue, there's approximately 35,000 statues for the one man in their country. That's out of it, eh? And things that you are not allowed to do when you're in that country, or if you're a North Korean, that money that I just showed you, they are like selling it, like you can buy it here at this DMZ, but apparently you're not allowed to bend the money in the middle, because if you do, you put a line through his face, and that's a no-no. So they have wallets that are the length of their money, so it's never bent. Another little thing that she has said, that for hats, people wearing hats, they've always got to be lower than the height of the statues, as a respect thing. Another out of it point. So yeah, that's what it's like, whānau, I guess, living in a dictatorship country. I don't know, we're coming into some area here. It's like a massive car park. I don't know what's here.
So we just arrived into the Peace Park, so please give
Oh,
me
it's a
5
Peace
minutes
Park.
away from here.
Oh.
And then if you wanna purchase the currency later, I'm gonna give you the free time, and then you can purchase the currency later. So, okay. I will come back soon in 5 minutes.
A Peace Park, apparently. I don't know what the hell we're doing here, but anyway. Hopefully we're not too far out. Just south of the DMZ, where the scars of a divided nation still linger, lies a rare and powerful place, Peace Park. Here, in the shadow of tension, is a sanctuary of calm, a space built not to forget the past, but to imagine a different future. The park is filled with symbols of separation, longing and hope. Rusted locomotives from the Korean War sit frozen in time. Prayer ribbons flutter on barbed wire fences, each carrying a message for peace, for family, for home. And yet, there's life everywhere. Children play, tourists wonder, birds sing freely over rivers that once ran red. The Freedom Bridge stands as silent witness. Once used to return prisoners of war, now a path walked in peace. At the edge, you can gaze across the border. You won't see soldiers, but you'll feel their presence. It's haunting and humbling. This place reminds us peace just isn't about an absence of war. It's the courage to hope in the face of history. And here, at Peace Park, near the very line that divides a people, hope quietly endures. Alright, whānau, we just finished our tour. And if you just look here, just turn it around. So, see all that wire and that, and those gondolas going over to that place there. This line here is called the civilian line, apparently. So once we go over here, over that line, we're going into that. We're going into where it is going to be the DMZ, apparently. But apparently, 5 k's from this line here, you go into the southern line, which is the line that South Koreans can't go any further, I believe. So there you go, whānau. But this place is called Peace Park, eh?
Peace Park, yeah.
Peace Park. Met a bro from Aussie. He's doing well over here too. Yeah, so we're at Peace Park, and apparently, I was telling you fellas about the time when 30 million people were in this war and 10 million of them got separated. This is where they come. This is where they come to. They got brought back to sort of reconcile back with their families. So, and there's like a full-on theme park as well, which is pretty good. And it didn't look like there was anybody there, so that was out of it. There's also, so there's a lot of stuff to do with the war here too. There's a lot of people that died in the war, and they come here and they have peaceful gatherings for the people that were lost in the war too. And there's also a statue there. You'll see it in my thing about women. They were used as prostitutes to during the war. During the war, so that's pretty out of it, eh? But yeah, whānau, we'll hot here today. It's pretty hot, man. And you know what? This place is a circus. There's like so many buses. I would say at least 30 buses. And there's tour groups everywhere, bro. There's tour groups everywhere. There's a little Asian woman running around with their flags going, follow me, follow me, follow me. So it's quite a hard case. Anyway, we're going over to that DMZ area soon. Get back with you then. Sure.
We are going to visit the observatory first and then the tunnel. So it will take about 10 minutes to get to the first spot, and from the first spot to the second spot, it's another 10 minutes. And in 5 minutes, we are going to go through the passport check. So please have your passport ready with your photo page, and then I will let you know when the soldiers come to the bus. Entrance for the cow bridge. I will show you the cow soon when we enter the cow bridge.
They coming to do passport checks now, whānau, and I got no passport. Hopefully they'll let me in. Again, he looks like a kid too. I think there's only me and one other person that that don't have their passport in the whole bus. Fuck. Hard case, bro. Oh, that was out of it, whānau. Out of like, it looks like there's about 40 of us on this bus. There was only 2 of us that didn't have their passports, and I was one of them. But whānau, I do some out of it stuff. Like this time, I decided to take my passport out of my bag, which I have here.
And after passing through the cow bridge, we are going to approaching the toll gate. Oh,
I don't know why.
One photo.
I knew
So
about this,
while the
having
bus
your
is
passport.
moving, it is okay to take picture and video through the window, but when we park for this passport checkpoint, no photo, no video, because there are soldiers and then military facilities which are
Oh, we
supposed
got
to
the
take
okay.
picture. But now it's okay. Now it's
I must
okay.
be alright.
And we are going to see the one cow on the left side in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Over there, there's a cow statue. Ooh, another live cow. Did I let you down? So this is a cow statue to honor his deed. Bring so many cows to North Korea.
Alright, whānau, we're going over.
Bridge, and the official name of the bridge is Unification Bridge.
Unification
And he
Bridge,
brought the
whānau,
cows
this
to
is what
bridge. That's why we are calling
Chloe,
this
our tour
bridge
guide, is
Bridge.
saying.
And in front of us, that's the Imjin River coming up. And over there, on the left side, that's the Gyeonggi Railway, and also the Imjiga Peace Park we just visited. So Imjiga Peace Park, named after Imjin River.
Oh yeah, the Peace Park is over to my left, but I'll show you it on the way back. Because I'll be filming people.
We are going to approach the toll gate later, and I'm gonna show you the toll gate later. But before, let me finish the word. So I was talking about how we were able to discover the third tunnel, right? So there was a typical named Kim
what that tunnel
and
is.
then he was
What
able
that
to
river is
recognize
called.
1B3 because he was working for the digging tunnel project. So he reported to South Korean government and then say, hey, South Korean government, I know
apparently
this
we're not
thing,
allowed to
and
have our
probably
cameras
there's
on
a
soon.
tunnel underneath. So why don't you do some investigation?
turn this off.
And the South Korean government took his report
Get back
and
to you
then they
soon.
started a process,
Sure.
which is they
Alright, whānau. Just about to go into the third tunnel. Me and the Bro P. See how we go. Hopefully we come out alive, eh?
Hopefully no invasion, but
We'll get back at you when I get out. I'm not allowed to take any cameras, nothing. We even try to smuggle shit in. Oh yeah, I'm not even allowed my hair either. How's the hair going? Terrible. All good. See you out there when I come back. Chef, I know. Just got out of that tunnel, that third tunnel. Yeah, probably say that it was a bit squashy down there. You weren't allowed to take anything in, and yeah, you weren't allowed to take anything in, so we couldn't take our cameras in. But the walk was like, well, you seen on that picture there, was like, took about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to go down into that tunnel. We went down into the infiltration tunnel where they actually infiltrated them. Another story from our tour guide Chloe, she said that the roof, you'll notice that the roof was black with the rock. So the roof was black, and they, the North Koreans, once they got infiltrated, or once they got found out, they said that they were trying to like mine coal, like they were trying to mine coal, whānau. And geographically in this area, there's no coal down there, so they try to put this black, I don't know what it was, it looked like soot anyway, this black soot, so it looked like it was, you know, but it was all bullshit here today. So yeah, went down there, that was all good, didn't mind it. Lucky we had hard hats on, because I got knocked a few times, but I don't know if you also saw in that picture, this is a monorail that goes straight down into the tunnel. If I'm allowed to be filming this, but they're really things about their cameras iffy. Like they it's like they don't, well, I get the feeling it's like they don't trust us. Like we weren't allowed to take photos of North Korea. Why? I reckon take photos of them. So that goes straight down, bro, straight down, and it went down to this. This is that same photo. It went down to that area. So this part here is where we walked down. It was like 358 meters, pretty steep too. It was a steep walk down there, and then you get to the intercept tunnel where they actually located them. This thing must be for like all the older people, and to take them down so they can and then you walk from there where this is through this to, and that's like 265 meters. And then there's like the government have put blockades in there so that they don't, North Korea don't try and get through, you know. And that's the area, the MDL. That's that, I was telling you about the MDL, where it's like the military demarcation line. So just imagine that's the middle line, and you step over that and you're technically in North Korea. But they have they have three lines, so that the military demarcation line is in the middle of these three lines, and on 2 kilometers one way is the North Korean line, and 2 kilometers the other way is the South Korean line. And we're actually currently in that DMZ at the moment, where we've passed the South Korea line, and we're actually in between the military demarcation line and the South Korea line. Like, this is actually the DMZ. This is actually the military zone. The military, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, whānau, so it's actually been a pretty good day. I've actually had a pretty good time. Met a couple of fellas. There's one fella, he's a Pom, he's from Manchester, and the other bro's from Melbourne. So yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. I've really thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me just turn this around. That's the old DMZ sign. Demilitarization Zone. That's a statue of the third tunnel. Oh, if I was to tell you when it was actually intercepted, on that, it might have been on that photo, but I didn't see it. Anyway, I've got my traditional bottle top opener, North Korea one. I'll get one from South Korea as well. And yeah,
yeah, it's been a great day. So I'll probably sign it off there, whānau. But if you have any questions, drop a comment. On the other hand, if you like my content, tap that like button and subscribe to my channel. It'll be much appreciated. Kia ora.